Let's do a test just to be sure we actually don't hear like the video through there and stuff like that. So
all right, hey guys, we're epically testing right now, and then we're gonna start epically
being live.
Epically being live, yeah. Well,
here it is.
Gonna remain epically live.
All right, yeah. Let's go to a louder part.
お前たちはから今日に至るまでどれほどの命が巨人に奪われたことでしょう。
All right, now let's pause it. I think we're good.
All right.
Epic test over.
Epically testing.
All right, now let's do it. Come on, end the stream. That was just the test.
No, we're gonna keep going because I don't know if it'll screw that up if I stop.
All right. Well,
and it was showing the thumbnail, right? So we got the right thingy here.
Yes. All right.
So epically streaming now.
We are live.
We're gonna be analyzing this trailer.
Yeah, basically.
If you want to see any other stuff, so we're gonna be talking about. Well, I'm gonna be talking about the Japanese, what they say in the Japanese, and then Sam's gonna be talking about the lore related stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're not obviously we're kind of analyzing. There are obviously better people who like read the manga and like stay up to date. But no, we're just talking about like if you haven't really read the manga that much, and we're also just gonna talk about why
Sam's
this
read
great.
like the first
like few chapters of season 4.
I created a script of this in Japanese, and then I'll attempt to translate it.
And this is basically
into a more accurate way than the actual subtitles because they're wrong.
And this is gonna basically kind of be like a video. It's just unedited in a way. So you're gonna get to hear our epic uhs. So
you hear those anyway in our videos because our videos are basically unedited. They're unscripted commentaries.
Still.
Anyway, so now we've got Pony Canyon.
Hooray! Shout out to Pony
Canyon.
Yay.
Okay, so we got a bird. Samuel, what is the lore significance of the bird?
That's actually the first few frames from the actual comic. This triggered everyone immediately.
This bird is actually
a descendant of Ymir.
No, this is literally Ymir, the founding titan.
Yeah, obviously it's not, but yeah, it is totally.
Okay, so here we go. We've got this. This is actually correct subtitles. It says original work, and then we got Isayama Hajime, and then underneath it they didn't subtitle that part. But this is a manga. It shows the names of 2 manga that the original or 2 manga magazines that this manga serializes in.
Well then. This is
a great video, guys.
All right, here we go.
Okay, what is the significance of this guy?
That guy is actually, you'll see, but yeah, he has a strip.
He said "oi," which is the funny word
for hey.
Yeah,
and Kenny said that. So
yeah.
No, you went. Oh, okay.
No, you missed the point.
Bird. Is that correct?
Yes, it is correct. So in the Japanese, he says "kokowa," which is like this place here. And then abune, which is a shortened or not a short. It's like a more manly, sort of masculine version of abunai, which means dangerous. So he's saying this place is dangerous, literally. As for this place, it is
manly, dangerous.
Yes,
place.
it is. This is manly speech, and he also puts zo at the end of his sentence. Zo is a masculine marker of something with force or strength behind it. So even though he's saying it softly, there's strength behind the statement.
He's basically saying it's mega dangerous.
It's mega dangerous.
Get out of here.
Get out. Pretty much.
All right, my Giga Chad. Okay, so yeah, you can see that strip. He is a descendant of Ymir. And
okay,
he can turn
here we've got a
Titan.
shovel. Why? Actually, I'm serious. Why do you think there's a shovel?
Trenches. They're probably
maybe he died in a trench. Actually, no, because he died in a crater. So why would what if he was charging the enemy with a shovel?
He didn't die though. That's the thing. If you read in the comics, basically what happens is what you'll see Here, play. Well, but anyway, still, yeah, he has. Well, never mind. We'll go back to that. But yeah, he has a little band, which means that he is a descendant of Ymir. That means he is a warrior. He is being tested. So basically, what's going on right now? You may think, oh, is this the walls? Wrong. Sorry, you freaking idiot. This isn't the walls. Why would you think that? Stupid.
Okay,
no. But no, actually, these aren't the walls.
Yeah, what is this area?
This is basically just like an opposing country. So, spoilers, duh. But basically, yeah, Marley. Basically, they're attacking a different country. This has nothing to do with Paradise. They're basically attacking a different country. This basically is showing Marley attacking a different country and how they're losing. Mm-hmm. They're losing.
And by the way, we will not have many manga spoilers because Sam doesn't.
This is literally like the first chapter. The first chapter of season 4. But this is just like this is going to show how the warriors are picked. And like how they're actually losing, like they're not doing good against these other countries. And in the chapter, they're basically being like rained down on, and there's like so much advanced technology that they don't have, and they have to strategically use the Titans to like win. And they like the warriors have to decide how they're going to be able to beat them, and whoever decides well and has the most strategy becomes the attack titan, like they say in the trailer.
Attack Titan? You mean
Armor Titan? I'm sorry! All right, go.
Okay, so, also, I noticed this just now. You see these like, concrete doors here? I'm pretty sure they show these later up close.
Yeah, they do. It's kind of like bunkers in, like, Normandy
and also,
or something.
Here he says, the subtitles say, go fly, which is accurate enough. He says, tonde ike, which is, like, sort of a continuative form of the word fly plus the word for go. This is a command form, which in Japanese, in English we command people all the time. But in Japanese, commands are typically reserved for things that are very lesser than you, like a random bird. Like a bird is less...
What do you mean? That's Ymir! We already established
that. No. And so, this continuative form is kind of like and, so it's like, the more accurate translation would probably be fly and go, but that sounds horrible. We're not going to put that in subtitle.
Fly and go away.
Yeah. We're not going to write that in a subtitle, okay? Alright.
Epic shot.
Okay, so...
We have the boats in the background.
Yeah, so we've got boats in the background.
Which is probably...
This must be some stronghold of whatever country they're attacking.
Yeah, whatever country they're attacking.
And as you can see, it looks like there's a town in here. It's not just a military stronghold. This looks like a civilian area. But what's interesting to me is that this civilian area is surrounded by these walls, but then it looks like there's another city down here, another civilian area, which is not surrounded by walls. Yeah. So why do you think that is?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's probably just important. They probably wanted just like, I don't know, actually.
Maybe this... Yeah, it could be. Maybe this is just like a more important area or something.
Yeah, they just want to capture it. It's on a hill. So it's just maybe an important
And you can see these boats out there. Are those the attacking forces
those are
from
That's
Marley?
Probably Marley. That's probably Marley.
Because it seems like Marley is attacking.
Yeah, Marley's
you can see they died on this hill here.
But yeah, they're losing because as established in the previous season, they're losing. Even though they have Titans, they're losing.
Mm-hmm. Here's the bird. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, just then he said Dokoka, which just means somewhere. So he actually said fly away to somewhere, and then after that, he says to a faraway place, which is not what the subtitles say.
So he's basically saying, get out of here, you bird.
So he's like,
just get
fly
out.
away somewhere, and then he says fly away to a faraway place. And also, this version of this, there's another way you could put it, which is more utilitarian. This one is a little bit more poetic. And it implies that it focuses on the journey. The journey is most important. And the motion to the faraway place rather than the destination, the faraway place. Mm-hmm. It just makes sense to use.
There's a lot of subtlety that the mangaka intended this trailer to have that the subtitles clearly did not get. They went over their heads. Okay.
The bird.
Mappa, let's go.
Here we go. Production.
And then this part starts the best part. But yeah, so We'll play this part and then we'll talk about it. Pause it! Alright, we're gonna go over that. So, first the dialogue.
Yeah, first the dialogue. So, the
this
subtitles are wrong. This is where the subtitles drop off, okay? These subtitles are wrong as far as I can tell.
Go back to where they were at.
There is...
Okay. So, production Mappa. Hooray.
So first we've got whoever destroys the machine gun.
That's spelled completely wrong.
Okay, whoever destroys the machine gun. As far as I can tell, listening to this many times with as much Ada as possible, there's no mention of destroying whoever or a machine gun in this sentence.
I mean, we see it.
It's just completely wrong. So, what this sentence actually means is jiki ga semateru, which is what they say. It means the time is drawing near, sort of. So we'll find out what that time is in the next sentence that is also not translated correctly.
All right, go.
So, the time is drawing near, and we can see these guys coming out of the trench.
That's Marley.
気が迫ってる次の戦士が選ばれ
By the way, that guy that he's carrying, basically, in the manga, basically, it starts out with the guy, he's on the ground and stuff like that, and then, they pick him up, they bring him back to the trench, and it's like, okay, we need to establish what's going on, and then, continue.
I don't think the guy in that trench had a helmet, though.
No, he didn't, but it is that's what happens, though.
Okay.
He gets carried back to the trench where
We'll see what happens when we watch it.
But still.
Okay, now we got this next sentence, which, what did they say? Oh yeah, whoever destroys the machine gun will become the next warrior, which is not at all what this says. So first it says the time is drawing near, and then it says the next warrior will be chosen. So it's implying that this time that is drawing near is the time when the next warrior will be chosen. And I'll just go talk about this a little bit. So this word for warrior and like it's a word for warrior or soldier. They translate it as warrior in the English subtitles,
which is good. I prefer.
Yeah,
that.
It's good. But the specific implication of this word, according to Sanseido, is that rather than just being some random warrior, some random soldier on the battlefield, a senshi is a warrior that is at the front lines, someone who actively participates in the fighting. That's the implication of this word.
A commander of some sort.
No, not a commander. A frontline soldier. Someone who puts their lives in danger, who actually is someone that fights rather than like someone at the back of the...
Like a general.
It's usually someone that is at the front of the lines, like in a marching army. All right.
が選ばれるんだ鎧の巨人の継承者が
Another line that is wrong. So... If you want to talk about this a little bit,
I'll go into the lore first.
Okay.
And then, so basically,
So we got these two guys here, epic guys. I
girl.
assume they're competing for
girl.
the, whatever.
But that's her name is Gabby. She's just. We'll see her later in the trailer.
I assume these gamers are competing for the Titan.
They
right?
are. They're like basically in the manga. There's like the sergeant, and they. It's really good because they're like, okay, yeah, we need to do this, and the sergeant's like, what are you talking to me, like scum from Ymir and stuff like that. But basically, yeah, they have grades and stuff, and they're basically competing to eat Reiner. They're
pretty much.
Yeah, they are. They're competing. They like that's why I said they're basically gonna try and be like. They want to strategize the best possible solution for like the situation. Like for example, they said machine gun, which is like this, which is true. Machine gun. Sorry, but
they probably got that from the manga.
Yeah, but there's this armored tank, and basically they're competing to see who has the best strategy to take it out. Who can utilize Titans and resources in the best way possible, and then whoever does that the best gets to be chosen. Or
okay, we got another line that's wrong.
Line.
So this line is
he says, the armored titan will be
Yoroi no kyojin no keishosha ga, which is like this means the successor of the armored titan, and then this ga is like it puts it as the subject of another statement, implying that something comes after it. However, given the context, I believe this sentence is actually like, you know what an appositive is in English, where you put the two commas to rename something, like John, comma, or comma, the teacher, comma. That's an appositive. This is sort of functioning as an appositive. So this previous statement, which means the next warrior will be chosen, and it also, I forgot to mention this, it also posits this as the situation or the circumstance rather than just something that will happen.
Okay.
And it's sort of like an inevitable fact that this will happen.
And it is.
And then, so the Yoroi no Kyojin no Keishosha ga, this part, this Armored Titan successor, it actually replaces this ga, this other one, Sugi no Senshi ga. It replaces this one and functions as a positive. So what this sentence really implies is that the successor to the Armored Titan will be chosen, rather than just the successor to the Armored Titan, which is what the literal translation is. Okay, we're done with that now.
All right,
First
next
of all,
section.
I could be completely wrong, but after listening to this countless times, I feel that this is just... There's no way these subtitles are correct.
Yeah.
I don't see there's words appear nowhere in the sentences. They're just wrong, as far as I can tell. But if you know more than me, please correct me in the comments or chat or whatever. All right, let's continue.
巨人の継承者が
Okay, so yeah, this one is mostly right. It's
Yeah,
like
that's right, I'm
it's
sure.
it means warrior right here, and then we've got new novel, and there's some nuance to this that isn't expressed properly, but you can't really do it. Basically, this means warriors that will become new, sort of. So it's like these warriors. It's like will become new warriors. If you could apply verbs as adjectives,
A rebirth.
because in Japanese there's an attributive, however you pronounce it, function of verbs, where the verb can attribute its qualities as a qualifier to a noun. So that's what's happening here. It's functioning as an adjective. So the phrase meaning "become new" is applying to the warrior, and it's sort of like it's implying that the warrior was not always new.
Yeah.
We've got some
boats, some blimps,
and a blimp.
All right, so
actually, that's pretty interesting. You've seen that. We saw that blimp in season 3, part 2, but now we get to see one in action. I assume.
Yeah, boats.
Some epic cannons. They must be bombing the city down here.
Yeah, there clearly is definitely some like influence from like World War II, like beaches and like in great movie, by the way. You should watch it. The one movie I completely forget what it's called. It's the one war movie
Saving
in World War II.
Private Ryan.
No, you really like it.
Hacksaw Ridge.
That's it. Hacksaw Ridge. How like the artillery gets like they shoot the artillery up to get them out of the trenches. There's tons of awesome like war imagery, which is pretty good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, continue.
And then we've got the blimp,
which is later.
It seems like a sort of callback to season 3, part 2,
which will probably be like a main. And also there's blimps throughout the trailer, which I'm guessing they'll probably use blimps a lot as well.
My question is, how are they going to make blimps militarily viable? Because if you know about blimps, you know. In our world, they're fueled by hydrogen. That's how they remain afloat, and so they're highly flammable. So I'm interested to see how they actually make these
An Attack on Titan is really realistic, which is amazing.
Yeah,
by the way. But yeah,
I feel like they would address that. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not mega realistic. It realistically portrays unrealistic circumstances.
Yeah, but like, and it's good to show that maybe they're not like Marley isn't doing as good. Like strategically, they're losing.
Yeah.
Against all these other countries. But yeah, there's Zeke.
Okay, there's Zeke, and there's
Reiner.
Yeah, he's
older.
got this mustache and beard now.
Yeah, but I'm guessing so we're probably guessing that they're probably leading the attack. They're probably the generals of this attack.
Well, it seems like they're in the blimp, given these windows and the previous shot as an establishing shot. They're in the blimp. And look at these straps. Maybe there's some kind of parachute. Yeah. Maybe they're going to drop into the battlefield or something like that.
And help out a little bit. But for now, what we know is that basically that they've drawn. They're not in Paradis anymore. They're gone. They're doing their own thing. They're not really. I'm guessing that after they lost, they probably went back, reported to them saying, "Hey, we kind of lost. Nothing's like." We're losing. We should probably go focus on other stuff. And apparently, I'm sure as you could tell, there's a massive time jump.
Oh yeah,
maybe not massive, but there is a time jump.
Some sort of time, enough to grow this facial hair.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some guys' faces.
We got those guys,
and then we got the Claw Titan eating tracks.
Jaw,
claw, whatever.
But basically, this person. It's kind of a spoiler, but it's you know if you've seen the show, you know that people have limited time when they become a Titan. So Ymir, that person ate Ymir. That is Ymir's Titan. Okay. Yes, that's Ymir's Titan. But so what I'm guessing is happening here is that's that train track that machine gun or whatever was going along. So I'm guessing maybe Gabby or one of the warriors or someone who's going to be a warrior said, "Oh hey, we could do this. This is how we use the Titans effectively." But yeah, anyway, go.
He's attacking those guys. Okay.
Yeah. So there's the cart Titan, by the way. Obviously.
That's epic. It looks like he's got some machine guns now. And if we look at the background here, it looks like definitely the same battlefield that we saw previously. And I think that's the ocean in the back there.
That probably
We can see all these guys charging up the hill. And those train tracks.
But
okay,
then
we can
he
see him
hits that.
smashing his armored head into that bunker. Mm-hmm. And here we go. I don't think this is... Oh, wait, no,
New
it is.
world.
Okay. This is the same form as before. It's attributive. It's like become new, a world that wasn't always new.
But yeah, there are those parachutes.
Wait. There's the parachutes that I pointed
Yes,
out.
so they're probably going to parachute in. Maybe Zeke or Reiner will transform. It's not 100% clear.
Mm-hmm.
But
it
anyway,
looks like they're going to be going into the city directly or something.
But basically, it looks really good. Also,
Yeah.
that's just what we're going to mention right now.
The animation looks really good.
And also, the show
looks
really
good.
Like this awesome war, like I think this is going to be a really awesome like battle and a good way to start it off.
Yeah, and then we've got the blimp. All right. Got a train.
All right, so this is mega important. Not this, but go. But yeah, that basically
right.
from what we could tell,
Got
this will probably happen.
Got those. This must be the same.
Those
train.
are the same. Those are the same. Well, same train maybe, but those are the same people. That's
Yeah.
that one guy. That's
And this
that one
is
girl.
that
That's Gabby.
Gabby, yeah.
Yes, but basically, I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure because I said I read it a while. I read the first chapter a while back. So it's only a chapter, and if you know anime episodes are normally like 1 to 5 like chapters depending on what they cut out and stuff like that. But from what I can tell, basically we're probably gonna have that, and then we're gonna have maybe one of them, based on what we see later in the trailer, will actually like become a Titan or will become a warrior. Maybe not the armored Titan, but they will become a warrior, and I'm guessing we'll
There's
get some
probably
history.
going to be some kind of conflict as well between, because it seems like they're going to focus on these characters and humanizing them.
Yeah,
but then later we're going to see the protagonists fight these characters.
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm
that might
guessing.
be an interesting conflict of ideals there.
So wait, yeah. So I'm guessing like what will happen is we'll see that battle. One of them will become a warrior, and then we'll get like a few episodes of backstory. See them like as recruits and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Grow up, and then we'll have to see our protagonists fight. And as I said later on, we'll see. We'll get to that later on. But still, go.
What about this train? So it looks like these guys in the back are dressed in military uniforms, and they have these backpacks and stuff. So maybe this is before that battle we just saw.
Probably
maybe
is.
this is them dropping off at their deployment point or something like that. Maybe to get on the ships to go to that island or something.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, what was
Wait.
that? That was probably
That's probably Eldia, or not Eldia.
Not
Sorry,
Eldia.
that's probably
one of
Marley.
this is probably Marley, and it might be maybe part of this, because there's this wall here, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe like in the wall is where that internment camp or whatever those places are called where Eldians are kept.
Oh yeah, possibly. All right, go. All right, so Gabby as a young person,
Yeah.
we're probably again get his. This is I have no clue who these people are,
Yeah.
but again, they're probably
Maybe they're
some-
competitors for the Titan,
Probably.
or someone else in that army, some side character or something. Who's that?
I don't know.
I wish it didn't go back 10 seconds every time.
You can change it, but use the arrows. Use the arrow keys.
Okay.
That's the arrow keys are what? No, most of the time the arrow keys.
Okay. Anyway, it looks like she has a.
She has the Eldian ribbon
and
thing.
she has a crutch. So what if this guy wants to get medical treatment for his sister or something like that, and that's why he's joining them or something? I don't know. I feel like this
Just
will
a
have
random
something to do
fear.
with that character's motivation.
And then this next shot just go is obviously that. Oh, this is basically that is the Titan. That all right. We're gonna go into some Megalore stuff. So
Megalore inbound.
Stop. All right. So basically, what happened was, if you remember, Eldia basically they were ruling. They killed everyone. They were building structures and stuff like that. But they were going around killing. They had all of the 9 Titans, and then basically there was fighting among the families, which is what caused them to break up and basically lose to the Eldians.
The
Or
Marleys.
to lose to the Marleys. Sorry,
The Marlians, the Marleys, Marleyans,
but basically,
Marleys,
the Eldians,
Marlites.
Marlites,
Marlockians.
Marlockians. But basically, the Eldians.
Marlites, that's what I'm calling them.
Okay, Marlites. But the Eldians had the 9 Titans, and then the main one was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and let us die. Let them capture some of our Titans and stuff like that. And this is a statue of their victory of the Marley's victory against the Eldians, and that is the founding Titan right there. Not Ymir, but the founding Titan.
Okay.
The guy who was like, you know what, all this infighting, I don't care. I'm just going to give it
It makes sense as the Marlite is portrayed. The Marlite is portrayed as this noble warrior, and the founding Titan as like a monstrous guy
and
with the
he's
beard.
the one who came up with the idea for peace and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, how he never wants to fight, so that's why he gave up and let all the subdivisions and clans go crazy and cause the war.
Okay, we got some guys smashing their heads.
That was Gabby and some other person, probably that other person earlier in the chair with the shaded eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
They're probably fighting, and then a CGI ball.
Yeah, CGI ball. It
Doesn't look too bad.
It looks like this society has baseball. That would be
That's probably
neat.
really important. They probably use baseball to determine who the next war. Oh, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So is that line accurate?
So Oreni wa wakaru. Yeah, that's right. But there is some nuance that can't be expressed. So the way this line works, the ima no oreni wa wakaru. The ima no is like it's like a kind of like turning a noun into an adjective, and this first character it means right now. So it's like, and this ore is I, me. So it's like the me of now rather than the me of the past. And then this ni is just like indicating.
Ooh, actually, that's actually really important. The me of now.
As
Aaron
opposed to
is speaking to Reiner, so I think that means that one of our friends who read the manga very in depth, but he stopped. He basically read. He said he basically read like part 1 of season 4.
But by it doesn't mean like a different person or anything. It's just like
but still, basically, he said that they've come up with a new plan. The people in Paradise have come up with a new plan, a new strategy, something different. So I think that we're going to see some change in these characters.
Yeah.
And as everybody says in the comments of like who have read the manga, basically Aaron apparently is amazing and stuff like that.
And
so we'll see.
This ni indicates that he is the agent who is understanding, and then rather than just saying ore ni wakaru, it actually adds this wa here before wakaru, which this adds extra contrast. So it emphasizes the fact that it is not the him of the past, it's the one of him now. It emphasizes that other than it adds some contrast between those two things, like what the me of now versus the me of the past, and it also emphasizes the understanding as the most important part of the sentence. All right.
Let's continue. All right. But, so that's probably Reiner. That either A is just a vision of his younger self being excited,
or his son,
son, or like some
know.
random kid. But basically, we're pretty sure that basement will lead to this next room that we see.
Oh yeah, it seems that way.
Okay, I feel like that line could be wrong, but
It's mostly right.
Okay.
Let me look at it again. So, wait, let me see what they translated it as. Okay, yeah, it's wrong.
Okay.
So it's like not mega wrong, but it's close enough. So basically, omae tachi, this is like, omae wa mou shinneiru. That's like speaking down to someone. Omae is used to mean you. It means you, and it's to someone that you believe is lower than you, or you're just trying to offend them or something. And then there's this tachi appended to the end. This means that rather than one you, it's actually like you guys.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's something that they didn't translate. It actually means you guys rather than just one you. So it's referring to, technically it's like you and the group you are a part of. And then this wa sets it as the topic and adds contrast, but that's not too much in this. It's just normal.
Yeah,
it's just normal. And then he says, there's some nuance here that I'd like to discuss. So sekai o sukuotoshita. So basically, sekai, that's just world, society, something like that. And O marks it as the object of this next word, which is save. So there's lots of words that could be translated as save, help, something like that in Japanese. So why did they choose this word? I don't know. No, actually I do. So this word is rather dramatic, and it implies it's like saving from mortal danger rather than just helping someone out or saving them from a wound or something. I once saw someone say that this word is like, you couldn't say inu o tsuku, that means save the dog. You couldn't say that. It wouldn't sound right. You'd have to say inu no inochi ga, or ino no inochi o suku, which is like save the dog's life, because it's that dramatic, it's that intense. This is a very like strong word. And then this toshita is like, so first it's in the volitional form, which is, I don't know how to explain this form, but basically as a whole this form means save, and it's in the past tense. So I tried to save the world, or sorry, you guys tried to save the world. And this ending form indicates that they made active efforts. Rather than, in English, we try is kind of ambiguous. You might try something out, like try food, try it for the first time. This is like making active efforts to accomplish a goal.
Okay.
Rather than just trying something out.
If you're saying, oh, well, you guys are complaining, then you should change the subtitles, which we will.
We will. I'm going to make my own version with my own translations.
That make it better.
Yeah.
じゃあ世界を救おうとした。そうなんだろう。
So then we've got Sonandaro, which is, so there's like soda, which, so this first part, this so, is like that manner. So this indicates, we don't really have this in English, but it's a sort of pronoun that indicates a manner. So it's like that manner, and then this nandaro. So this non part is like indicating that this is the situation or the circumstance. You don't really have control over it. It's the same one I mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Except slightly different form, but it means the same thing. And then you've got this daro instead of so nandaro. So this means that the character's maybe not quite sure. It's like probably. Okay. It's like, this is probably the situation.
Like, right?
Like, even when there's, and it's a lot of the time, this is like, even if you know something's right, you might still use this form to add some sort of nuance to it that you may be wrong, that even though you think you're right about this certain thing, then there could be a caveat, there could be something like that. He's proposing that this manner is right, like, right? Rather than knowing for sure, he's proposing it.
All right, go.
So we got a bullet! Epic. Okay, we've got some epic flashbacks.
This is pretty self-explanatory.
And then he opens the door, and we've got this shot.
He'll probably...
It looks like he'll commit suicide. I think it could go either way. This is Attack on Titan we're talking about here.
He could literally,
he could kill himself. However, I feel that with the previous arc, with these people competing to become the Armored Titan, it would feel futile if they had done all this and then he just killed himself. Then what was the point of that arc?
Or he'll try to kill himself, but it won't work.
Maybe he'll fail.
Yeah, because apparently, from what our friend said...
What if he shoots himself through his cheek or something, or misses, or something like that?
And then Eren comes in to stop him or something like that. Because basically, from like what my friend said, who got really deep, but still, we still won't have manga spoilers. But basically, what he said is, Reiner is really depressed. Like, he is not doing good. He is always depressed, always sad, doesn't like his life anymore.
Yeah, because if you've seen the other seasons, of course, you know his conflict about he has, like, multiple screwing over them. Yeah, and he's developed this multiple personality disorder. We'll discuss the lines after this part finishes. And then you've got some shots of them and like him. It looks like pulling the trigger, but never know. All right, let's talk about the Japanese.
His finger in there and then make it bleed and then that actually go to the next shot. That's what happens. He stuck his finger in there.
Totally what happened. There you go. Anyway, so we got Urusai, which is like they translate it as "shut up." That's close enough. Basically, this is a word that means annoying, loud, boisterous.
You're loud. You're annoying.
Yeah, I'm Urusai, but that's what this word means, and it's kind of made this transition from being an adjective into being an interjection. So people say like Urusai, and they're like, that means shut up, even though it technically means annoying, loud. It's like, you're loud, so shut up. That's the implied context. And then we've got Doshite omaera wa ore o shinasete kurenai n da, which is like, it's accurate, I think, in the subtitles. Doshite, why, and then omaera, you guys, and then me, so this is me, and then shinasete kurenai n da. So there's a little bit of nuance to this that can't be expressed in English, which is that rather than just letting him die, it's actually that it sounds like he wants to die. He's like, why didn't you give me
the opportunity?
Kurenai thing, this kurenai on the end means won't you, or technically means won't you do it for me? Like it means that this is something that you're asking someone to do for you. And this nda is like that one I mentioned earlier. It's the situation, the circumstance. It's proposing like a fact or something you believe to be a fact. So technically this sentence means, or wait, I'm pretty sure they translated it as that. Why won't you let me die?
Yes, that is.
Because it's technically a negative sentence. All right, and then it's a question. Okay, and then now we can move on. Got this, as we mentioned earlier.
Right, so yeah,
it looks like Eren is in a city. I assume a Marley city.
This is the part where it's like, this is probably, they're invading. They're invading Marley.
Or something.
It's going down. Yeah, something's going on.
And then you see him in the city with all these fires around him. That looks pretty epic.
Which we're guessing, by the way.
It looks like the return of glowing eyes as well.
Yes, but this is the uncharted territory. This is just pure speculation. The first part I kind of know about, but this is speculation. All right, go.
始祖ユミの出現から今日に至るまでどれほどの命が巨人
Now we'll get to that shot later, but first let's go over those shots of like Eren and the transforming and.
Okay, so.
There's that epic Titan, but basically go over the lines, or do you want me to go over the lore first?
Go over the lore.
All right, so kind of lore. I said this seems like this Titan. If you didn't know, it's not really a spoiler. He's called the Warhammer Titan, which I said I'm not 100% sure, but from what I could tell, he could like create weapons from like midair. Like he makes that hammer and then slams it down. We don't know who has this Titan. This is a new warrior. It could be Gabby. Maybe Gabby actually got that one, and they were wrong about getting the armored Titan and stuff like that. Maybe Reiner teams up with Eren and makes himself like not available, so they have to eat another Titan. We're not sure.
And so we can see him transform. And here we see that hammer.
That he kind of creates and slams it down.
There's
CGI!
There's Eren being flung away here.
Yeah, or someone being flung away.
Rocks.
Probably Eren. But that no CGI, by the way. It looks awesome. Alright, shot. Basically.
Here's that epic blimp.
That blimp, but we see, that looks like Jean and like a couple of like others. So we're guessing that maybe they got a hold of a blimp. And they're going to use it to attack them. And it looks like they're probably using thunder spears, like in the other shots and stuff like that.
But it's like also, they could be being chased by the blimp. We can't be 100% sure.
But they're either using...
But the framing of this shot makes it seem like they're working together.
Yeah, but they're probably using like thunder spears or like that anti-personal gear.
This looks like a thunder spear.
That's
the building's little crease or whatever.
But no, like they could be using either. I'm sure they're probably using.
It looks like they have these jetpack looking things on their backs.
Wait, let me finish.
Okay.
So they could be using thunder. I'm sure they probably are, but they could be using the anti-personal stuff, like in the season 3 part 1, like Kenny and the military police.
Oh yeah,
they could be using some of that gear as well.
And also notice it looks like their uniforms have changed.
Yeah, they're
not really this traditional Scout Corps uniform.
Yeah, it looks like Black Ops or Stealth Ops or something like that.
Black Ops.
But go over the lines.
Okay.
As well.
So with this one,
he said from the time the founding Titan appeared. Go back. Yeah, from the appearance of the founding.
And they don't translate this line, which I'll attempt to do. So we've got this first part, founder Ymir, and this founder, in English, we usually think of the founder as being like someone who creates a business or something like that, or a founder of an organization. But this word could be arguably a mistranslation of the word, but obviously they use it in the show as well. It's fine. But the real meaning of this word is like an ancestor, the founder of a family line, rather than the founder of an organization. And then we've got this word. So as I said, there's some words in here that I don't know. So I'm actually going to need to look this word up because I don't remember this word.
Appearance.
Appearance. I'm pretty sure I read the Japanese definition as well of this, and it's just pretty accurate. It's appearance.
It's pretty accurate.
This, and then here's the from. So this is the founding Titan's appearance, and then from the foundings of Titan's appearance to today. And so they use konnichi, which is the same thing as in konnichiwa, which the literal people, it's like hello, but literally it means as for this day. And so this actually means today, this day. And konnichi is a more formal version of this word meaning today. The typical version is kyo. And then we've got then we've got ni, which marks a sort of like destination or something like that. And then this is another word I don't know, but I assume it means arrive or something like that based on the context. Yeah, it does. Arrive. And so basically, this is from the appearance of the founding Titan until today. And then, technically, until arriving today. Mm-hmm. But obviously that sounds weird. You're not going to translate that. And then this made at the end is like until. So that's where the until comes from. Until arriving today.
Which could mean that Eren found a way to use the Titan's powers or something like that. The founding Titan's powers. But yeah.
It does kind of seem like this might imply physically arriving, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me. And then here we go. Here's, I'm pretty sure this is a compound word. Based on what I can see here, it seems like born and change. I know I looked this up, but I don't remember it. Yeah, born again, that's what it is, yeah. So this second word is history. So this one isn't actually translated in the subtitles. It means history is born again.
Got it.
And the way it's framed, it's like abnormal. Usually you say the object, the thing that's being born, usually you'd say that first in Japanese, but they use this comma and then they put it afterwards. It's got a more poetic quality to it.
Okay.
Then we've got this one, which seems like some kind of expression. It literally means like until that one or something like that, but I'll translate it. Yeah, how much, how long. So that would make more sense. So we've got this word means lives. So it's like how far. In Japanese, you can use these question words to like exaggerate a quality, sort of. Honestly, I can't really explain how this works. Mm-hmm. I'll just kind of skip over that. It's basically a lot of lives.
How many lives?
A great extent of lives, pretty much.
Yeah. How many lives do you have?
Very many high extent of lives. So this actually, wait. I just thought of a way to explain it. So this dore is like which. It's an unknown thing of a certain kind. So, and this hodo marks an upper extent. So this, they literally don't even know. It's so high they could never even know, because this, it's like to the extent of an unknown number. Oh, it's so high that they could never know how many lives. That's kind of what it seems like. And then this inoshi, that's lives. And then kyojin ni ubawareta koto desho. And this means was taken, and the lives were taken by the Titans. And then this koto desho is kind of like making it into a noun phrase, and then indicating it's a probability rather than. It's hard to explain why they use it here, but it's like they're indicating that rather than, it's that same one, like daro desho is the more formal version of that. So it's like there's a probability of it, but it could be wrong. I think it's the reason they're using this word is because they have this unquantifiable number here. So they want to add a little bit of limit rather than just saying, oh, they took an infinite number of lives. This adds a little bit more nuance of unsurety. Okay. And particularly they use this word, which it appears later, and I can't wait to discuss. Ubao, this is the form which implies an actor. It's like the was done by sort of form of this word. And the lives were stolen, or in English we would say taken. That would be a more natural translation. But this word is like stolen, seized. This word, rather than other words that mean steal or taken, this word specifically implies a forcible taking, a violent sort of battle. That's why it's used with lives, because people aren't just going to keel over and give their lives, let their lives be stolen. Because there's another word that means steal in Japanese, nusumu. That word specifically means in secret. So lives are taken through force. That's why this word is used here. And later they use it some more, which will be interesting to discuss.
Let's get back to the trailer.
All right. Finally, I'm done talking.
出現から今日に至るまでどれほどの命が巨人に奪われたことでしょう。しかし
Oh yeah,
近年
these shots are important. All right, so grab. There we go. All right.
ほどの命が巨人
So
に
yeah,
奪
there's
われ
that,
た
and then there's the thunder
Ooh,
spears.
Oh yeah, the thunder
But
spears.
that looks like
That
a,
looks like a
an
cannon.
air base or a cannon
yeah.
of some sort. And then that's John.
Mm-hmm. Look
Again,
at that epic hair!
Epic
My
hair.
boy with his epic hair!
He's epic, but so that's John. That's Coney. He's growing out his hair too.
Connie epic.
And then yeah, I really want to get that
ど
one
れほど
part.
の命が巨人に奪われた
Come
ことでしょう。
on.
You can do this and then let go.
All right, that's Gabby.
Ooh.
So they're taking Gabby, and that could
Maybe
be that other
person's
person.
related to Gabby,
Yeah.
or has some connection to her, and
But
that's why he's
basically-
hanging on in this shot. Maybe she's being stolen, and he wants to help her. Or something.
Yeah, or basically they're taking her away. Something's going on. All right, that's Sasha.
Something's going on. Of course, something's going on.
But still, that they're taking Gabby. We'll find out. But yeah, that's Sasha. Well, wait. Oh, actually, never mind. They could be taking Gabby because she has a Titan, and they're taking her to Aaron.
That's true,
so
yeah.
Aaron can get all of the Titans.
Actually,
essentially.
that might be an interesting, or maybe just taking her to some other person who can eat her.
Mm-hmm.
But that might be an interesting conflict. What if they connect with her and they don't want to eat her anymore, or something like that?
But this is
Because
something
it seems
that
like
could be.
she's going to be humanized as a real character in the other parts of the show.
But this could be something that I thought about. And it's that maybe they want to. They're going to try and have Aaron eat all of the Titans to bring back the founding Titan. To bring maybe not bring
That's-
back, but maybe not to resurrect or whatever.
Well,
but to
you
make
mean
him,
bring back the ultimate Titans?
Yeah,
sort of.
basically,
what
yeah.
Ymir was.
Yeah,
what founding
Ymir had
was.
because when Ymir died, she split up into 9 parts. Basically, not bring back Ymir, but make what Ymir was. Make the ultimate Titan. But yeah, that's
Wait, who
Sasha.
was that? That was Sasha?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was Sasha.
And then
That-
Mikasa.
Yeah, you could think that's Aaron, but no, that is actually Mikasa.
Epic moment.
Epic
Why is
moment.
her hair so short?
I don't know. She cut it.
And wait.
We'll go back. Okay, yeah. Translation time.
Wait, no.
He said, but in recent years, this
平和
has
思
been
想
taken
は
away.
淘汰され
Look at this. It looks like they have some kind of metal or
Exosuit.
exosuit.
It's an
Yes, they're
exosuit
getting
from
some kind of
Advanced Warfare.
exosuit or apparatus attached to their body. It's really interesting to know why this is there.
What modifications
Yeah.
have they made over time?
Okay, here we go.
Translation
now translation time.
So basically said, but in recent years,
So yeah, that's right. This is kinen, like close years, near years, recent years is a great translation. Shikashi, that means however. I think they use that in the official one. That would be a good translation because this is a formal word. Sort of like however, shikashi is a formal word that you would use to introduce a contradiction. Then here's where it kind of diverges. Sono heiwa so is like, I'm pretty sure this word, I'll check just to be certain. I'm pretty sure it means like a pacifism.
Yeah.
Pacifist thought, yeah. So rather than actually just peace itself, pacifism. So this is something that is kind of different.
I
It
get
implies that and then we'll get to this word as well, but it implies that there was a pacifist quality or something
Which
that
there
was
was.
taken away, is this referring to
maybe he
wait,
knows.
no. This is referring to the people in the walls, I believe, because the previous sentence is talking about the lives taken by the Titans, and so this sentence must be referring to the pacifist policy of the people in the walls, which was dictated by the founding Titan. And since the founding Titan no longer exists properly, that means that the pacifism goes away.
Yeah, so basically, this guy is probably speaking to the country, saying, "All right, we're
I'm
going to
pretty sure this is
evacuate," or
just an
something.
announcer for the show, not an actual.
Well, no, there's that one guy. You'll see, but there's that one shot where he's in front of a bunch of
Oh,
people.
yeah.
So he could
Okay,
be announcing
that would
to
make
everybody,
sense.
hey, this is what's going on, stuff like that.
Okay, so yeah, then we've got the pacifist quality has been taken away, and here we get to another very interesting word, because this word, rather than just being taken away, there's a certain implication that it's something that was weeded out, that was unnecessary, that was no longer fit the circumstances anymore, which is perfectly
it
makes
does.
sense that it's not really preserved the same way when you read the subtitles. And also this sono, this means that pacifism, it implies that something is near to the listener rather than the speaker, or someone that is far away from the listener or the speaker.
Yeah.
A lot of the time this word is kind of used outside that context though, just as a basic that. And it makes, a lot of the time in books and stuff and just written material, they'll use this word to make the reader or listener feel more engaged in what's happening. So that would just be a natural part of rhetoric of the speaker's speech.
Okay.
And then this sade is like, that's the was taken away. The was, and it implies an actor that took it away. So in this case, that would probably be the government, the decision makers, but they don't actually need to say that. It's just an implication that everyone understands. So that's why it's left out. Wait, there's more. But then this is actually not a finished sentence technically. This leaves it open.
Okay.
This is a hard to explain. It's like It's like an and. It's like that one I explained earlier where it's more accurately translated as fly and go away.
So wait.
So this is a very formal version of that.
So basically he's going blah, 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 and
there's some and then I assume this next sentence is that and. And this has no tense. This is like a tenseless sentence. Mm-hmm. And so it would make more sense that it leads into this next sentence he says about the founding titan, Paradise Island, whatever. Although this next sentence seemed kind of different, but we'll get to that. And yeah, it leads into this next sentence, and the tense is defined as the past by the following sentence. Anyway, we will, because we're still not done. There's 2 sentences left. So we've got this word, which is in this slide here, which isn't translated in the subtitles, unfortunately. So this word means be asked. And it's in the form that specifically implies it was asked by someone rather than being in a state of being asked. So this word is very formal, very literary. This is not something people say in daily conversation. And this word is often used with philosophical or deep questions. So this next word means the truth. So it makes perfect sense that this word would be used with truth because of the implication of the philosophical quality of this word. So what this part means is the truth will be asked, or the truth is like regularly asked, but probably will be asked. That would just make more sense. It seems
like a generic hunt the truth.
Yeah, it's pretty much a generic trailer line that they just put there to get you interested in the story. And then we got the next sentence.
Oh yeah!
Yay!
This sentence is probably a sentence.
Here he said it means because someone stole the founding titan inside the island of Paradise. And I believe this is a pretty good translation, even though it's literally spelt wrong right here. But the reason I approve of this translation, the big because here is the because is not really directly. It's not that strong of a causation. But this and that I mentioned before, how this sentence isn't complete, how it leads into the next one, does imply a degree of causation, very slight, but it's hard to express in English. So it's kind of like this piece was taken away and this other thing occurred. But unlike English, we say and it could be 2 completely unrelated statements. There is a degree of causation, and these 2 sentences are tied together.
Okay.
And so this next sentence means the founding titan, Paradise Island. Okay, so actually it does mean something quite different from the subtitles. It means the founding titan lives on Paradise Island. And also, this is Paradise Island. It's a combination of paradis and then tol, which is a suffix meaning island. And I noticed there's some ambiguity here in my translation because in Japanese there are 2 words that could be used here. He says sumu in the video, and this part as a whole means the founding titan lives on Paradise Island. And he uses sumu, but sumu could be, they could sound the same but be written with different characters. One character would imply that is a human, like a human being, and then the other one would imply that it is an animal. They both mean the same thing though and sound the same. So I put this dot here, which is a typical thing in Japanese to imply ambiguity between 2 word choices. But I thought it would be interesting. What word do you think they would use? I think it would probably be this one that is like a human. Yeah. But do you think they would refer to the titan as a human or an animal? Because throughout the show, they do refer to titans as though they are animals.
Yeah. So it
would probably be this one, which is for a human, because it's a person that can turn into a titan. But I just thought that would be interesting to point out. And then, so this first means that the founding titan lives within Paradise Island. And then there's another sentence which is somewhat related, which means a certain person, or it was stolen by a certain person.
But it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, that's Aaron, or Aaron's father more accurately. And this stolen, this is the same word I mentioned earlier that implies a degree of forcible compulsion, which if you've seen Attack on Titan, he just ate them. So yeah, that's pretty forcible.
Although it was really neat to see that he was like, please stop your peace stuff, and then they were like, nah.
So yeah,
she was like, okay.
Yeah, this certain person that stole the Titan is defined in the next statement, which we will hear. It's epic.
Oh, and that's Armin. That's Armin.
And look, it looks like he's about to transform into the Colossal Titan,
which we get to see an image of. That's the Jaw Titan, and who's that? I don't know. It looks like more exosuit stuff.
Might be some new character, or maybe we just can't recognize him from this angle.
Probably just some more fighting.
Yeah. Okay, so
Epic Cart Titan.
Here we got Cart Titan with
Looks like
and
they-
look
yeah,
like
they're
they're
flying
flying around him. This guy is actually really big. At least it looks that way.
Yeah,
in this
he looks
picture.
really big, but yeah, like they're flying around.
Are
I do
there-
like this though. I do love that idea. Just put
I
turrets
just
on
thought of
top.
something. There must be people in those
There
controlling
are.
it. That would be interesting.
Okay, yeah. Then we
it looks like we have some epic Levi.
which also awesome animation with
Yeah,
like
they're
look,
cutting-
they took the time to animate like the fingers being chopped off and stuff. But yeah, continue. So he
And-
spins around, cuts off that one guy's arm, cuts off the neck.
Ooh!
Who's that?
Is that
Could
Zeke?
be Zeke.
That looks like Zeke.
Because Zeke can order the Titans around.
That's true. Yeah.
It is definitely possible that
So
Levi,
that-
because Levi was ordered to not ordered, but he promised. He promised
Erwin he would
promised
kill the
that he would
Beast
kill
Titan.
Zeke. So it is possible that maybe Zeke becomes good, but he actually kills Zeke, or it is
Something like
definitely
that.
possible that there is some epic tension.
So and he
cuts
cuts this,
but he does avoid that other Titan.
and then we
who
have
was
this
carrying
epic
him.
shot of him with the blood on his face.
So epic. Beast Titan. And
Wait,
then
what
there
was
it is
that?
again. What? Beast Titan.
So we got the Beast Titan,
and then yeah,
and
that's a similar shot.
Aaron
remember?
lifting up a ship.
Remember, that's a similar shot. I want to get it, but I'm not
What,
sure.
here,
if we can find
we'll
it.
look it up.
All right, go to this season 3,
Um,
part 2. It was in season 3, part 2.
Just tell me what the scene is.
Founding Titan, or not Attack Titan revealed, something like that.
Oh, I know what you mean. Attack
Mm-hmm.
Titan,
Revealed,
reveal.
and then go to the image. No, go to the image.
Image.
I want to see if they have it. Scroll down.
Oh well, I know what you're talking about.
But basically, yeah, in the show, in season 3, part 2, when it's found out in the basement, basically, it's a really similar shot. Like, the Attack Titan, the owl, he has the Attack Titan, and then he stabs himself, and then he goes and rampages the boats. And there's a similar shot with him, like, holding a boat around his head or whatever.
That's pretty neat.
So, yeah, that's pretty epic. And in that
And then
shot,
we
which
have
all the
epic
manga
shot.
readers, for some reason, are like, oh my gosh,
Wait,
this
is
is a
that
great
Aaron?
shot.
Yeah,
That's
it
Aaron.
is.
That is
Okay.
Aaron. But yeah, all the manga readers are freaking out because apparently this is an
Look at
important
them
scene.
ads.
But yeah, apparently that's an important scene.
Puts on his
Alright,
coat.
so yeah, there's
and
the
that
Colossal
does
Titan.
look like a
That
CGI
does look
Colossal
CGI.
Titan, unfortunately.
Sadly, but I still am like.
Wait,
happy
we'll
that it
discuss
is-
the last sentence. So he said, pretty simple here. Sono nawa Eren Yeager. So if you know the name, Your Name, it's one of the most popular anime movies
Yeah.
ever made. That's in that. The title of that name is Kimi no Nawa. The na, this na is there's another word you could use that most people use for name, namai, which is less poetic and less formal. So this is perfectly fit for a speech. This is what someone would say. Sono nawa literally means that name. And I believe the reason this is because in the last sentence he said a certain person, or it was stolen by a certain person, the founding titan that lives in Paradise Island. And so he's defining the person here. And I believe that the reason he uses that, indicating that is near the listener, is because I think when someone speaks in Japanese, their words go to that other person. So they are now they are that near the listener. But I could be wrong about that. And then we've got, this is Eren Yeager, his name.
And then we have the epic. We'll get to that second because that sentence later on in the trailer. So go.
Ima koko ni wa-
But yeah, that's
koko ni
CGI,
sengen
sadly,
shimasu,
but it still
unfortunately.
does look like it will mostly not be CGI for a lot of the Titans, which I'm happy about.
Yeah. Oh, and we got an epic close-up.
Epic shot with Levi in the Titans,
This
which
looks
is
really
definitely,
cool.
Which is definitely I
Levi
think,
die confirmed.
Possibly. All right, this is just a theory. I have no knowledge of this. Like, this is just a random theory. I think that Levi could die. I'm not sure. We don't see any footage of him at Marley.
Yeah,
I don't see that, but I said that's just a random theory. I'm not like, oh, I've read the manga and stuff like that.
And
No.
these trees, it looks like forests on the
They're
island, on Paradise Island.
So it looks like this. It looks like we could get some flashbacks, or it looks like this might happen too. Like we'll get that whole section. Maybe like part of like 6 or 5 episodes are devoted to that group of like warriors and stuff like that, and then we could go back to the island, and then we'll go over to Marley. But we'll have to see what happens.
I just love that shot. And then
And that
this
is
shot
really
looks
cool.
interesting. It's Titans eating someone behind a
Could
curtain,
be like a
which
puppet
makes
show.
me think. Actually, it somewhat makes me think that this is actually given the curtains and the light, it seems like it might be actually people being eaten or like for their powers to be transferred, their Titan powers.
Ooh, yeah,
because it
that's
seems
possible.
like it's behind this curtain. It may be in a controlled environment like Marley might do to transfer powers.
A ceremony.
Yeah,
of some
ceremony.
sorts.
But why are there two? That's my question.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And we could be wrong. Oh
Wait, who
there's
is that guy?
That guy.
And he's got
no
this
clue.
epic shell.
But no clue who that guy is. It looks like... Wait, we need to go back. Deposit. That guy could be...
I'll try again while you talk.
That guy could be the speaker, but I doubt it.
Here we go.
Yeah, never mind. That does look like it's the one guy who's speaking about it because, we'll get to the shot later, he's in front of a bunch of cameras and stuff like that later.
But he's
still.
not talking. You'd
And
think
yeah.
if... Because they're... Wait, no,
And those were two different shots, by the way. You may think he's holding that shell. No, he's not, because it shows a different coat. It shows like a scout coat. But
Here
this
we
is
go.
an interesting
Annie and the
shot.
crystal
That's Armin.
and Armin.
It looks like they redesigned the Scouts flag. Noise. But, yeah, it does look like Armin, they could be trying to prod answers out of her. They could be trying to finally get her out of there.
But yeah, just
They
try
have
to get her out of there.
Something, yeah. Alright, so yeah, this shot is interesting as well.
These are the
because
candidates, I think.
That's Annie, that's Bertold, that's Reiner, and that was their friend who got eaten by Ymir.
So that's why I say maybe these are the candidates for becoming the Titans before they actually went out.
Well, of course they did, but
Yeah.
Before they actually went out, I'm sure there probably is. Alright, that shot,
I don't really know what this is.
I don't know who that is
And
either.
then before we saw this person fall in a lake, at least it looked like that. And then
Birds,
we saw some
that's his
birds,
dad.
his dad. And then we've got
His
this.
dad again, which
Yeah.
is at the same spot.
Oh yeah, that's his dad's Titan.
But why is there different? Oh yeah, never mind. He
That's
ripped out
him.
the Titan and then is gonna eat
Yeah.
that person. So we could get even more.
And then we've
context
got
on
this. What is even
That's
this?
probably some random homeless person.
Yeah, random homeless
There was a
looked
shot
like
of,
some kind of sea organism there.
Oh yeah, but we'll get to that.
And then some
It
flowers.
shows it again.
What?
Who's that? That could.
I
be...
honestly have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the part where in most trailers. Like, it's just, it's the flash of shots and stuff like that make no sense. But I'm excited to find out.
And then
Alright,
we've
so
got, this is that sea organism. And what if the person that we saw falling in the water, which had long hair like this, maybe this is that same sequence, and they come into contact with this organism in the ocean.
Yeah, we're not sure.
And then we've got, wait, it looks like fire or something.
Yeah, that does look like fire.
I have an idea.
Ooh.
What if it's just a Titan being transformed? It's not a tree. It's just like the lightning from a Titan being transformed or something like that.
A mega Titan. Like, let's say Aaron accomplishes his goal. Mm-hmm. Then this is the massive transformation.
He becomes
of all the Titans to become, I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll have
and
to find
who's
out.
this? I don't know.
I don't know.
And then, we'll skip over this. And then we've got,
Fortnite
this looks
Titans
really
dropping
interesting,
in.
honestly.
Yeah, this is...
Why
this
are they
could
dropping
be-
out of the
Yeah,
sky?
is this like a tactic that they use? They inject the...
But if you look at it, you see how they're kind of curving. It looks like they're curving. So maybe this has something to do with the founding Titan's ability to control Titans.
Yeah,
What if he's
definitely
making them
possible.
jump or something?
Making
or
them
something
do
like
something.
that. I don't know. And given the last shot, if it really is what we think it might be with the Titan transforming, what if somehow he can combine the Titans or something like that and have them transform into one or something like that? Because it seems
Mega theory
possible.
speculation.
Mega speculation, guys. Don't believe it because it's probably not true.
But it's still fun.
Yeah. And then we got...
Okay, so this is that speech. That guy is probably, speaking towards...
I honestly am not convinced it's that guy, that it's the same guy speaking. I feel like the guy speaking is speaking from an impartial viewpoint, and this guy is like... I would think that they would cut to him, like, because he's bowing. You bow after a speech, but he's still talking.
Well, maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe
It
it is
could,
after
I don't
he's
know.
talking. And then
We'll see when we watch it.
I'm pretty sure, though, he's probably
Looks like there's
declaring
camera
war.
flashes.
I guarantee it
It
probably
would definitely
is still a
make
speech.
sense that this is a declaration of war because that's what they're talking about here.
Yeah, I definitely... Maybe not the exact same speech, but it is a speech to declare war.
That's what would make sense given the context.
Oh, yeah, that shot is mega interesting. That shot with Reiner and all that. Pause. Yeah, look.
Ooh, he's protecting the
we have,
Beast Titan.
Yeah, Reiner protecting Zeke in the Beast Titans. What does that mean? I don't
And
know.
it looks
We'll
like
find
there's some kind of projectile inbound.
out.
Maybe a
explosion.
rocket.
And then Reiner's face with the eye. Sadly, no glowing eyes.
Look,
but still
no, it was a
epic.
projectile.
Because
it was some kind of like glowing rocket or something that launched into him.
A mega thunder spear.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Maybe
cannon
it's a
or
mega.
something like that. But yeah, Reiner's protecting Zeke.
And then it blows up.
And then
we've got this.
No clue who that is, but there are burning blimps and stuff.
Like a light pose here. Mm-hmm. And yeah, those blimps are burning up. And I talked about the military viability of blimps earlier. And look, just as I said, they're burning up. What's wrong with these people?
So
they should have listened to me.
It could be. I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Sanseido!
Yeah, and then we got this awesome shot of Reiner in the Titan, then it fades out.
And then we have Epic Aaron, and then we have going in. Boom! Alright, now we can go back to translating.
Okay.
All of our speculations. So translation time.
今ここに宣言します. So this means right now, and then in this place, in here, technically, but whatever.
Right now, this is happening right here,
yeah,
right now.
Pretty much. Right now,
people,
in this place, I declare.
Like those youth groups and stuff like that, and all those groups are like, right here, right now, you're going to experience
And this word,
transformation.
Sengen, is a public declaration rather than just declaring something to a small group of people. It means to make, or making widely known. Mm-hmm. So they're making this information widely known in this place. And then this is from the stills that they have. So they, text appears on the screen. So they have tatakaya, which is this is from the word tatakao, which means fight, to fight. So this word is a command. It means fight. It's a strong command.
Nuance.
But yes, there's connotations here because throughout Attack on Titan, they use this word often. Obviously, this is just a standard word that means fight. But as opposed to any other anime or show I've seen, they do use this word quite a bit, and it's commonly used in themes of rebelling against the world, fighting against oppressors, stuff like that. That's what is really interesting about this usage.
The only way it could fight against this cruel world and stuff like that. And the part with Mikasa.
Yeah, Mikasa, when she's about to stab him, they use this word. He uses this word. And the scene when he puts the rock in the wall in season 1.
Oh yeah.
He says this. He's like, Tatakaya, as he urges himself to continue walking towards the wall. So this is a commonly used word that has a lot of nuance within the context of Attack on Titan.
Obviously, you guys who don't know Japanese would be in the wrong.
And then we have Mirai, which is for the future. So this would you would probably think, oh, then this phrase as a whole means fight for the future. But that's where you're wrong! Because in Japanese, the word order is SOV, which is subject, object, verb. So in English, it's like SVO.
The dog ran away.
Wait, no, that's not transitive. It needs to be transitive.
I'm sorry.
Samuel, you don't know your linguistics.
I'm sorry.
But a proper example would be, I open the door. Okay, I open being the verb, and then the door being the object of the verb. In Japanese, they would say, I door open. And so, although in this trailer, they have denied those rules, which happens commonly. They don't always follow the rules, just like we don't always follow the rules in English. Sometimes it does come after, but usually it's pretty simple to tell, and there's a comma if they punctuate properly, etc. And so you'd probably think, oh, fight for the future. Wrong! So this is actually an open-ended phrase meaning for the future, and then it makes you want to know what comes next. So then on the next visual slide, we're going to skip over this line right now and get back to it. But on the next visual slide, they use this word that I mentioned, and they use it a lot in this show. The word seize, steal, take forcibly from someone. And so actually, this as a whole means steal the future, seize the future, which I thought was very interesting.
That's interesting.
And this is also a command. And I was thinking, while listening to this, I felt as though the future is they're referring to the founding Titan. The founding Titan is the future.
I guarantee it,
He's the future of the world. And so
Which is what they were looking for.
They steal forcibly with a fight the founding Titan, the future. That's what I believe this is referring to. Mm-hmm. And it's a command, which just adds intensity. Mm-hmm. Steal the future.
I'm sure it probably is because that was their goal in the first place.
When I make my translation, I'll probably translate it as seize the future because that sounds cool. Mm-hmm. And then we'll go back to this line here. It's a pretty simple line. This is Paradise Island, and then Tekseryokue, which I could be wrong here. This was one of those words that I just struggled a lot to figure out.
Try and translate it.
Yeah, I struggled. Wait, no.
The thing. Copy paste it.
What do you mean?
Copy paste it and put it in one of those things.
Oh no, it's not in here. It's not in. This is a word that's not in the dictionary. It's not in the Japanese dictionary. It is in dictionaries. Like if I look up this word right now, I can find a dictionary that has it, but it's not a common word. It's basically an extremely rare word, and so I can't be 100% sure if I am correct in transcribing this word. But for example, this stuff is Chinese, but this one is Japanese, and you can see that this. Like you can look it up, and it's not really in this dictionary here. It's not considered a real word, but you can find example sentences that do use this word, like right here. And I will go along with the subtitles and agree that this does mean enemy forces, but there is a degree of nuance that is lost, as with every sentence. So this first word is, if my transcription is correct, which is based on me listening, and I'm not a native speaker, so I could be completely wrong. Please correct me if you know better. But this is teki, this is enemy. It's like a compound word, and then seiryoku is like the might, the force, the influence. So when they write enemy forces in the subtitles, you think of the physical marching army, the guys, the army, the weapons.
Boys.
You think of that. But in reality, this, if I did this right, this actually means the enemies like their might, their influence, their power, their strength, instead of their actual physical.
Influence makes sense.
Yeah, influence as well.
Titan.
And then they use this one I mentioned earlier. It's like this I mentioned this earlier. It's the one where he says tolkue, he fly away to a faraway place. It's poetic. It emphasizes the journey. And so instead of using a more standard word, they use this word here, which emphasizes the journey to the enemy's might, sort of like a I don't know how to explain it, a metaphorical journey rather than a physical one. But it does imply some more poeticness to it.
Final lines!
Okay, and then we got the final lines, and then this is some written line. We'll see that in a second. But we've got this one, which just means declaration of war. And then this is the object marker. And so in Japanese, they often leave out parts of speech. So in this sentence, they leave out the verb. I'm not a native speaker, so I don't actually know what the verb would be. But a native Japanese speaker would know what the verb would be for declare war, to say a declaration of war, give a declaration of war. I don't know what it is, but I can still understand the sentence even if I don't know what it is. Because it's basically, this is just give a declaration of war. And this is rather than it's like the physical announcement or like the paper or something like that, rather than just the concept of a declaration of war. And now we get to watch the very end. Obviously, Shingeki no Kyojin, this means Attack Titan, if you go by the show. Technically, here we go! Now I can talk about my favorite word in a second. Actually, not my favorite, but we'll see. Shingeki. Saigo no Shingeki ga hajimaru. And so this means, this is a pretty good translation. But there, of course, is a degree of nuance lost here. And this is also not in the title Attack on Titan. That's not what it means in Japanese. It's just completely different. But the Shingeki no Kyojin means Attack Titan or Advance Titan. I would arguably say that Advance is a more accurate translation, but they translate it as Attack. That just sounds better in English. But this means the final attack will begin. And this Saigo no, the final, definitely, that's a good translation. And Hajimaru, this character used with Hajimaru, rather than saying it is the first attack, obviously we know it's not the first attack from this, but this is just adding an extra level here that means this is not the first attack, but it is beginning. Because there's another character you could use here that would imply it's the first. And then we see Shingeki. So this is a word that's perplexed me for a long time, and then you got the title of the show, Shingeki no Kyojin. This word actually means advancing in order to attack, rather than just attacking. And you can't really translate that into a single English word with the same nuance. So they have to choose advance or attack, and they chose attack in the official translations. But it means advancing in order to attack. In order to attack, it's like a charge, and like Sam brought up once, it's like a Hail Mary, especially in this last one here, because it says final attack. So it's like the very last advance in order to attack. And then
I'm pretty sure that's it.
We've got this very last thing, which
broadcast
will be broadcast pretty much. Yeah, it says technically like broadcasting schedule on NHK General, TV, anime, whatever.
Who cares?
We have finally completed it. What is the very end of this? Oh,
Epic
it's just
posters and credits and
stuff.
Yeah, we have an epic poster.
And some other
stupid
trailers.
Stuff. But we don't care about that right now.
No!
Alright, well, that's it.
That is it for our incredibly long video. This is an hour and 13-minute video examining almost 3 minutes. No, not even almost 3.
Nah,
two and a half minutes.
No, more like 2 minutes.
No, 2 minutes, because the last part isn't really
Yeah,
considered.
no, that's what I'm saying. 2 minutes of...
we spent an hour and 14 minutes analyzing 2 minutes of a trailer.
I have another thing that we're going to discuss, which is in the thumbnail of the video. Bring up that poster.
Poster?
Yes. I want to look at it because there's something that is gaming in the poster. Go to the poster. There it is. Now, I want to see all these people. Mm-hmm. So we have... I know how I said... Now, one thing I want to ask, who's that? Is that Reiner?
It seems like it might be.
Yeah.
But they have that red strap. So
yeah,
it wouldn't seem... wouldn't be Reiner, but... And it does look a little younger. What if it's like supposed to be Reiner's younger self or something?
But this is obviously a really good like metaphor. Like the first... Like, this is an inverse of the first show. Here, scroll down. I think there it is.
What?
Oh, never mind. Scroll back up. But it's like one of the like, most infamous and like one of the first posters is the Colossal Titan and an Aaron. So this is an inverse of that. And then up here, we have some scouts. That looks like Hanjay right there.
Oh yeah, it definitely does.
And that one could be Levi, so I said Levi dying might be
And if
wrong.
you notice, there's actually blood in Aaron's hand.
Yeah.
It looks like there's a body or something.
Yeah.
So who is this? Did he crush someone? And if you notice, there's of course also corpses here scattered about.
But now we're finally done. I just want to
We
look
are
at that
finally done. Thank you for watching the stream, no one who did. And
Yes.
I'm sure...
No, we had someone who said weeb! Thank you.
Thank you for watching my stream, Dunny. That's my friend from school. I know I'm a weeb.
Yeah, we know.
And
Yay.
the video is complete. I will be releasing my own version of this with
trailer?
proper subtitles.
And also,
Capitalization and correct punctuation.
And correct
I don't
spelling.
know some of this stuff.
Because be a cause.
Yeah, and correct spelling. Like, so you see this, and this is like professional. They have a colon, they have capitalization, they have correct English grammar spelling, and then you go to like the machine gun or something.
And be a cause.
I'm like, I can't get over this. Some of these subtitles are correct, and some of them are insanely wrong. Who did this? I don't understand.
We'll be releasing that as well. The correct subtitles. Attack on Titan Season 4 trailer. Correct subtitles.
And I'll be subtitling all the text, which isn't subtitled
And
in
we
there.
will be dubbing as well. We'll be doing our own...
No, we won't be doing that.
We won't be doing our own dubs. But anyway, thank you. Bye.
Thank you for watching this epic video. Bye!